All right, let's talk violent selection. I was excited for this one because it looked like a, top-down, violent Hotline Miami style top-down shooter. And I do love me some nicely violent top-down shooty McShooty. Usually a very good time. This one is I don't know. It suffers from some problems. The idea behind it is excellent. I mean, I love the old school, VGA style graphics. Love it. Because I played a lot of games back in the day, and it's like the, fake vector type of deal. Like when you're playing Battlezone on an old, 386 or whatnot, and it can't do the vector graphics, and because it's not a vector monitor, you have to have an entire set of, you got to play it on the Vectrex if you're gonna get serious about them vector graphics. But yeah, it looks like what vector graphics look like in VGA mode, which is awesome. I mean, I love that idea. I love the look of the game. And, it's got rockin' soundtrack, that's really going for it. And the AI for the enemies is really good. And, the weapons, when you can pick them up, they work really well. It's just that, there's some issues. There's some problems. I wanted to enjoy this a whole lot more. I kept playing it because I wanted it to be better than it was. It's really not that good, and the frustrating thing about it is that it could be better. That's what drives me crazy, is that, the games, when you're playing a game and the premise is bad and the controls are bad and everything about it is bad, it's easy to just write it off and be like, well, you failed at making a game. And this one is not that. It's like, oh, you guys very narrowly, you so close to succeeding. You almost got it, and you didn't. But you almost did, and that's extra frustrating. It is. It's just extra frustrating when it could have been better than it was, and it wasn't. And that's what drives me crazy about this one, because the number one problem, picking up weapons is hard. It's way harder than it needs to be. First of all, in these type of games, if you have that aiming reticle, the crosshairs, you like to keep those well out in front of you so you can start picking off enemies from a distance. But you need to put that reticle, and it took me a while to figure out that was the issue with me trying to pick up weapons, and I would just be clickety click click click, because left click is attack and right click is pick up your weapon, but it's also chuck your weapon. And that is a bad idea because, many's the time where I would be like, click, click, clickety click, come on, pick up that weapon. And then I would pick it up, and then I would accidentally click one more time, and then I would chuck the weapon that I was trying to pick up. And that's not a good time. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's not the fun that I'm trying to have. I'm not trying to throw away a gun that I'm trying to get. And there are some fun guns, even right off the bat. You can pick up an Uzi, you can pick up a shotgun, you can pick up all kinds of fun things and have the ability to shoot at the enemy. But the problem is that it's hard to protect yourself. Number one, it's hard to get out of the way of the enemy's bullets, because they're going to come right at you, and their aim is excellent. And so you're gonna lose some life every time you encounter the enemy. And I did not, maybe I didn't make it far enough in the game to know about health pickups, but I did not find any. and I just kept walking around being frustrated, and it's not that I didn't just, you know, I didn't just start this game, hit record while I was playing it for the first time. Like, no, I put a little time into it before I hit record. And then I was like, well, I guess this is it. I guess we're just going to record me. Because I was like, nope, I got to record this footage of me trying to pick up a gun. So that's where we start, is me trying to pick up a gun and just being flustered at the prospect of trying to get this gun that will not pick up for me. It just, yeah. But the funny thing is that, like, I spent all this time doing it, and then when the footage starts, I get it almost right away. But yeah, so if you throw your gun away, which you will do, because it is very hard not to throw your gun away on accident. So when you throw your gun away, then you have to melee attack the enemy, but like, your melee attack is weak and they have a gun and you're punching them. It's not a good time when that happens, and it happened too many times. I never cleared out all the enemies on the level, and I tried multiple different ways of like, ooh, if I sneak this way and pick up this weapon and like maybe it's gonna work out. Nope, it never worked out. I ended up dead multiple times. It just, I never got very far with it. And it's not that I suck at these type of games. I mean, I'm the first to admit that I could be better at it. You know, there are games like this that I just, you know, I'm not as good as I should be. But be that as it may, it is ridiculous how frequently I died and didn't know how to improve or do anything better or different. And therein lies the problem. So yeah, games got to be good enough to teach you how to get better at the game. And this one, there's just no path to getting better. I didn't see it, I didn't feel it. Anyway, let me put a final score on this one, and then we shall be done. Okay, so for violence selection, we are going a 5 out of a possible 10 Google Stadia controllers. I wish I could give it more. I wish I was better at it, but all told, I am not better at it, and it is not better than it is. I think the most obvious thing to fix is make it so the throw your gun button and the pick up a gun button are not the same button. Like, that would be an immediate life changer for this game. Beyond that, make it easier to not take damage. Like, give me a way to not take damage. Make melee better or something. Give me a katana. How about that? Give me a katana so that my melee is semi-effective. Anyway, yeah, just some improvements. I do love like what the blood looks like in this game, and that when you like walk through the corpses and whatnot, you track blood with your feet. That's hilarious and awesome. There's a lot going for this game. It's just not as good as it could have been in terms of the actual gameplay experience. Anyway, 5 out of 10. Sorry, violence selection. You're almost something, but not quite. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, people. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.